Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. Fernando.
Welcome to the show, guys.
You ready for this, man?
Oh, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. Why not?
I don't know.
This is fun.
Okay. Today we have a vehicle that we haven't seen in the install bay in a long time, which is why we're filming it. Depending on how this next year goes,
that's right.
This may never exist ever again. And I think it has been ended of life. Ended of life? End of life. Yeah, no, I don't think they make it anymore. Yeah, no, that's what the owner told me. Anyways, I know you're going, well, what is it? Because it's definitely not an F-150. It is
a Lamborghini Titan.
This is a 2022 Nissan Titan. And it is in today for some awesome audio upgrades. This is a base audio system inside of it. And what I mean by that is let's hop in and take a look and I'll show you. We have speakers located here in the door. There are speakers located in the corners of the dash. There's nothing on the A pillar in the base audio system. Has a big touch screen. Metra does make a dash kit for this, so if you are interested in replacing the radio, you can do that. There is a Fox box available for it, which is gonna go in. We're putting two 10s underneath the seat, and those two 10s are these guys right here. We're putting in some Rockford Punch P2s with grills, so we get tons of bass. One of the nice things is there is a premium audio system available for this by Fender. The only problem is that A pillars come in black for the Fender system, and the factory non-Fender, they're this light gray color, but everything else matches that A pillar. He went on and ordered these so that we could do a three-way set up front, and that is this set right here. We're doing a set of Focal Flax three-ways. The whole system is going to be powered by the Arc Audio Blackbird. We'll be doing some sound treatment with fast rings. We are adding a bass knob. We'll be making a bunch of custom brackets for this and whatnot. But first, we need to
selfie.
Click. But first we need to get inside the vehicle and kind of come up with a plan for how we're going to do this. This is a front stage upgrade only, meaning the rear speakers are not part of the system. We're going to fading it to the front. We're not going to disconnect them. We're just going to fade it to the front. That way if he does have somebody in the vehicle or something in the back, he can still access them if he needs them for whatever reason. Plus then we don't have to load resist down the rear channels. That's a bonus too. And the front's going to be so loud you probably won't even hear him anyways.
That is correct.
Let's hop inside and kind of talk about what we're thinking as far as a plan goes. Looking up underneath the driver's seat, there is a ton of room. The reason for that is usually this is where the factory subwoofer will go. Our subwoofer is going to go here underneath the back seat. It does have this big tray that is coming out, and there's lots of bolts that go through the floor. If you are going to be pulling out a tray of any kind, make sure that you either put the bolt back in so that water doesn't get up through it, and or you put something over the hole so water doesn't get back up through it. That's important. Don't forget to do that. With the amplifier up underneath the front seat, we are planning out how we are going to attach to this front set of speakers. The reason why we're debating on this is in order to get this radio out, it is a lot of work. It's kind of like all the other old Nissan vehicles where you end up pulling out way more than you need, meaning I got to pull this underside, that underside, the glove box, the center console to do it properly so that we can pull the whole dash out. Really all we need is this speaker wire and that speaker wire. So we're debating on which way we want to go. If we just want to grab the wires here in the kicks and run our amplifier out to it, or if we go up the center console and have everything planned out just in case, in let's say 2 or 3 years, another year, he removes the radio and puts a new radio in. That's a possibility. He's going to keep this truck for a while, so that guy might need to come out. And since there's a dash kit, there's a really good possibility. The reason why we decided to go up underneath the driver's seat instead of the passenger seat, because the battery is located here on the passenger side of the vehicle and not over here on the driver's side of the vehicle. In some cases, it would make sense that this battery's here, shorter power wire, go up underneath there. However, the air conditioning box is really in the way here on the passenger side, and that makes it kind of difficult to run the power wire through. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. We can easily come across this area here with our power wire and attach it here to the battery. There's also a grommet already located in this area, which kind of makes it make sense.
The previous year we always go in this side, but it's a hassle to actually make it work. We might drill a new hole in that one. I don't want to use the grommet.
No, there's a second grommet.
I saw it.
Yeah.
But you see the big one, big space in the middle. So yeah, depends how it goes as soon as we start taking it apart.
The reason why we're thinking about removing the radio and just going the way that we would normally go is because of this one thing, only one. And that is this little knockout right here. This would be a great place to put the bass knob. You know, nice and simple. Could be enough room, might not be enough room, don't know, we'll have to find out. But that would be nice. Otherwise, you know, we could put it somewhere over there or whatnot, maybe here, I don't know. But this just begs for a knob.
Now, keep in mind, sometimes you have these part and it's a whole circuit board that you cannot take apart.
Right.
So it's like a 50-50 chance. We might be able to, might not. But we're gonna give it a shot, right?
Yep. And apparently now while we're filming, they've decided to mow the grass.
Dude, my allergies are killing me.
Would you like a Zyrtec?
I already took two.
I'm gonna take one now. All right. Let's get going, shall we? Now, before I start pulling the dash apart, I want to kind of get an idea of how to do it, because Metro does make a dash kit for this, which, if you look up the 2022, it's not there. It's in the 2020, 2021. They probably didn't validate it, which totally makes sense. Either way, we're not doing it, but I still want the instructions, and MetroOnline.com has some of the best. So for this, the kit is the 957639, and if I scroll up here, it walks me through the process of what I need to do to get that bad boy out of there. So let's hop in the truck and start doing that. So according to the instructions, we have to start over here by removing this panel. Then we remove the glove box. There's 5 screws that are holding this, 3 across the top, 2 on the bottom. Little side panels over here on the left and right side of the unit need to come out. And there's a Phillips screw. That is going to be part of this center console. The other thing that needs to come out is this little controller here. This just lifts up. These are the seat heaters. The seats do need to move forward because there is a screw located in the back. It is a 12mm bolt. There's one on the driver and the passenger side. With all 4 of the side screws out, remove the little piece here. And there are the 2 remaining screws. Yeah, the whole center console should just lift back out of place. And there's no wiring in it other than the seat heaters. Now with that out of the way, we can get the dash off. If we start here on the bottom and then just gently work our way up through the top. Plastic pry tool, probably a good idea. There is a hook here that needs to be lifted up and then removed. The airbag light is also located here. The thing you have to know about Nissans, if you turn the car on with the airbag light unplugged, you will get an airbag light. This uses a small Torx screw. All you have to do is remove and leave it plugged in and you'll be okay. After I remove the screws, because they're so tiny, I like to just put them back into the panel. But with this disconnected, I don't have to worry about it. Just tuck it back into the dash. There are 3 screws on this side that look like it takes the whole panel off. Repeat the process on the driver's side. This has the push to start. There's 2 little clips on the side that you just push in and the whole module will come out. Plug it back into place. This also has that same safety clip in the side. There's 3 screws on this side also. Start with the bottom, then move to the air conditioner. At first look, we're probably going to be able to put our bass knob here. It just depends on how big the Arc Audio bass knob is, but this panel does come out. There's 2 more screws located down here at the bottom. Really all we're looking for on this is just the main wiring harness, which is located down here. We don't need to unplug all of this since we're not pulling the radio out. I'm just gonna snap it back into place right now. and head over to the laptop and see what my part number is for the T-harness. Looks like the part should be the LPH NI03. Let's give it a shot. My power harness is located in the bottom driver's side corner of the radio. You get a click, that's a bonus. We get a click there. This is an older version of the harness. The newer versions have clips that connect it all together. We don't do a lot of Nissans, that's why we still have the older version in stock. But as long as I don't have to cut the factory harness, I'm good. Anytime I use a harness like this, I like to just do a quick check to make sure that this is in fact my speaker wires. That is the driver's rear speaker, and that is the driver's front speaker. This is the harness we are going to need. The nice thing about these harnesses is that everything is pinned, so as long as your speaker wires are in the right location, you're golden. I'm plugging the factory radio harness back in for now, because I do need to do some modifications to this older harness. It has all these extra wires coming off of it that I really don't need, but we'll talk about that later on the bench. We'll go through this and make it usable for this particular application. Validation was the purpose right now, and since we're validating, see if we can get this knockout out of here. It is kind of tiny. Let's take it over to the bench and see if it will work for our base knob, or if we need to go another route.